Are you struggling to grow your business or even figure out what to sell? This video is for you because by the end you'll know how to use AI to find a winning business idea, automate the boring tasks and actually make smarter moves that grow your income. Keep watching because this could save you months of trial and error. Now before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Let's begin with tip number 1, which is to use AI to find profitable business ideas much faster. Now, one of the most common myths I hear is you have to wait for the perfect business idea to hit you. That is complete nonsense. The truth is, profitable ideas are already hiding in plain sight, inside Reddit communities, Amazon reviews, and even customer complaints. Now, you can use ChatGPT or Claude.ai and feed in real comments from forums in your niche. And then just ask ChatGPT, what's a recurring frustration in these posts? So there's a simple question you can ask. Now this is how Josh, one of my students, uncovered a niche around burnout recovery for remote tech workers and launched a simple digital product that got 41 sales in month 1. Now if you feel overwhelmed trying to niche down, I recommend that you actually reverse it. Instead of asking what should I do, just ask the AI what business model suits someone who hates cold calls, has 10 hours a week and wants recurring income. So there's another question you can ask. Now when Naomi, another client of mine, tried this approach, AI helped her break down affiliate content creation as a low pressure business that matched her introverted personality and limited time. So don't waste months writing out the pros and cons lists. Now what you can do is you can use mindmeister.com or Whimsical to actually create visual idea maps. Then you can feed that into ChatGPT with this following prompt. Compare the scalability, stress level and startup costs of these ideas. So there's the prompt you can use, and this gives you clarity really fast with no more spinning in circles. It's like having a mini business consultant in your pocket. Now one powerful way to spot business gaps is to actually run competitor audits using AI. So you can search for 3 to 5 websites in your target market and then just plug their content, product listings or even their reviews into ChatGPT. And then just ask the AI what is missing from their offers that customers still want. This is how my student Kevin found an underserved niche in meal planning for people with ADHD and built a Notion template bundle based around that. Now, if you're multi-passionate about and stuck choosing, then try this. Ask AI to match your top 3 skills with market needs using explodingtopics.com or trends.co data, and you can just say something like this: I'm good at video editing, fitness and storytelling. Match these with rising online opportunities. Now that single prompt alone helped Clara, a creative freelancer, land on launching a mini fitness course for busy YouTubers, and it became her first profitable product. Now here's a little known trick. You can use Amazon book reviews in your niche to actually uncover emotional pain points. So you can just copy and paste the 5-star and the 1-star reviews in ChatGPT and then just ask the AI what emotional problems are being solved or missed. This emotional depth gives your business ideas stickiness. You're not just solving problems, you're actually easing real human struggles. Now if you want to move from idea to validation really quickly, then skip the fancy surveys and launch a $27 paid workshop, and you can use Luma or Tidy Cow, and you can use AI to write the event page, the email scripts and even the follow-up. That's exactly what Daniel, one of my students, did to test demand for his productivity system, and he made $540, but more importantly he validated the offer and built a waitlist for his full course. Now, I have put together some free training resources to help you build an online income stream using AI. Go and click the link below in the description to learn more. Now back to the video. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to use AI to automate time-draining tasks in your business. I always say if you're doing the same task more than twice a week, then it probably should be automated. Now you can use Zapier, Make.com or Pabbly to connect your lead forms to a spreadsheet, a CRM and an email list. Now one of my clients, Tara, automated her client intake process and saved 8+ hours a week. She now spends that time doing sales calls and enjoying actual weekends. Now if you hate writing repetitive emails like client onboarding, payment follow-ups and even FAQs, then just let ChatGPT drafts them in your tone. You can then plug them into Help Scout, Gmail templates or missives to actually send them with one click. Now Michael, one of my students, saved so much energy by setting up 7 auto responses with ChatGPT that he could find more time to work with more clients. So you can use AI tools like Notion AI, Motion or Sunsama to help you plan much smarter weeks. Now I suggest you ask the AI, build me a weekly plan to grow my email list by 100 subscribers with 12 hours a week available. So there's a simple question you can ask. This is how Sarah finally felt in control after months of burnout. She hit her goal in just 3 weeks by batching smarter and avoiding busy work. Now, content creation doesn't have to eat away at your life. See, what you can do is you can feed your last 10 Instagram posts into ChatGPT and then just ask ChatGPT, repurpose these into carousel scripts, tweets and short form video ideas. So there's a prompt you can use. Then you can just drop the ideas into publer.io, publer.io or Metricool to schedule and track everything in one place. This content flywheel helped Leanne grow her audience by 3 times in just 60 days without being glued to her phone. Now, if you're tired of chasing payments, you can use Stripe and Zapier to auto send reminder emails when invoices are overdue, and then just let ChatGPT write those emails in a kind but very firm voice. Now, Anthony, a freelancer and one of my students, said he cut late payments in half using this one simple system. So you can use ChatGPT to build your SOPs, your standard operating procedures as you work. Just type in, document this process in a step-by-step format while you're doing it, then save it in Notion or Trello. So there's the prompt you can use. This is what sets you up to delegate or even hire later without the usual chaos. Now you can use TextBlaze or Typedesk to create smart text shortcuts for your most used messages. And you can write /client check-in and have a whole paragraph pop up. So you can use that in the system. It's what let Ayesha, one of my coaching clients, finally take a vacation while her business was still running in the background. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to use AI to improve your sales and marketing strategy. Great marketing isn't necessarily about sounding smart, it's about sounding clear and human. So you can use ChatGPT to rewrite your offer like you're talking to your best friend over some coffee. I had one student, Leo, who changed his entire headline from optimize your workflow efficiency to get more done without burning out, and his click-through rates actually doubled. Now, I recommend that you study your audience using real conversations, not just demographics. So you can pull comments from your Instagram, your Reddit, your YouTube, or even DMs, and then just ask ChatGPT, what do these comments reveal about pain points and desired outcomes? So there's a simple question you can use. And you'll be shocked at how often people tell you exactly what to say back in your copy. If you don't know what to post on socials, then try this. Ask the AI, give me 10 story-based post ideas that share my origin story, client transformations and common mistakes. So there's a simple prompt you can use. Then just use CapCut, Descript or InVideo to turn these ideas into Reels, Shorts or TikToks. That helps to build trust and authority. Now don't fall for the myth that long form funnels are dead. What's dead is boring funnels. So you can let AI help you create a mini series page that feels like a story and not a pitch. Now one of my students, Brianna, used this approach with carrd.co, CARRD.co, and made $1,200 from her micro offer in her first 2 weeks without using any paid ads, just using story-driven copy. So you want to let AI be your silent marketing co-founder, and you can feed it your testimonials and then just ask ChatGPT, what fears, hesitations or doubts did these clients have before buying? So there's another question you can use. Then you can create posts and emails that speak directly to those doubts. It's subtle, but it converts like crazy. Now your marketing should actually reflect your personality and not someone else's formula. So you can actually train ChatGPT to sound just like you by feeding it your content and saying, mimic this tone for all future marketing messages. So that's how you can train ChatGPT based on your style. This way you sound like you, even when AI helps you to do the heavy lifting. Now you can use Typeform and ChatGPT to run mini quizzes for your audience. People really like diagnosing themselves, and this builds your email list while qualifying leads. Now, one of my clients, Denise, created a "What's Your Digital Product Archetype" quiz, and she gained 423 subscribers in just 30 days without spending any money on adverts. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to use AI to make smarter business decisions. If you ever feel like you're guessing your way through business, it's probably because you are, and that's okay. But let's upgrade that. You can use AI to break down your email, your traffic, or your revenue data into simple and visual insights using ChatGPT Code Interpreter or Notion AI dashboards. It's like having your own data analyst, minus the 5-figure salary. Now, don't fall into the trap of doing what everyone else is doing. I suggest that you ask AI the following question: based on my lifestyle, 20 hours a week, risk tolerance being low, and values being freedom and creativity, what business models align best? So there's a question you can ask. This is how Monica, one of my students, pivoted from high-stress agency work into selling creative templates, and her mental health and profits really went well after that. Now, most people underprice because they're actually scared, not because the value isn't there. Now, you can ask AI to compare your offer to market leaders and then help you package it with stronger perceived values such as templates, audits, and even bonus calls. Now, you can use Figma, Gumroad, or Stan Store to deliver offers that look as premium as they are. If you feel stuck deciding what to build next, then just don't build. You can go and ask ChatGPT, what micro tests could I run in the next 7 days to see what people really want? So there's another question you can ask. Now, one of my clients, Aryan, ran a $37 validation workshop with a simple Stripe link and 6 DMs, and 13 people actually joined. That's all the proof he needed to build the full program. Now, let me give you one underrated strategy. You can feed your last 3 months of client wins into ChatGPT, and then just ask the AI, what pattern of success or struggle do you see? And it will help you to spot the real reason that your work is valuable, and you can offer different from what you've actually thought. Now, that clarity sharpens your messaging and makes you bolder in how you actually sell. Now, you can build decision boards with Notion AI to track your KPIs, your goals, and pivots. You'll feel more grounded, more intentional, and way less anxious. Now, remember, clarity isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing which question to ask next. And if you're the kind of person who constantly doubts their next step, I want you to try this. You can use AI to play devil's advocate against your plan. You can say to the ChatGPT, what might go wrong if I launch this offer next month? So there's another simple question you can ask, and it will show you the blind spots and help you to fix them before they cost you any time or any money. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to use AI to validate your business idea before you build anything. Now, most people skip validation because they're scared of rejection, but that fear wastes months on offers that no one wants. A smart way for you to avoid this is to ask ChatGPT, act as my ideal customer. I'm going to pitch you this offer. Tell me why you'd buy or not buy. Now, this role play approach helped Jasmine, one of my students, tweak her idea for a budgeting online course for freelancers, and it made her first sale before she even built the product. Now, if you want to see if your idea has some real traction, don't build a landing page first. You want to test demand with a conversation. So you can use Otter.ai to record and transcribe real Zoom calls or voice notes with 3 to 5 ideal customers. Then just feed the transcript into ChatGPT and say, summarize what problems keep showing up and what language people use. So there's the prompt that you can use. This helped Daniel, one of my students, shape his low ticket membership offer around actual pain points and not just guesses. Now, to increase your chances of launching something that people actually want, use Card, Beehive, or Notion sites to actually quickly create a coming soon page. Then just let AI write 3 versions of your headlines, subheadlines, and call to action, and then just A and B test them using Tally.so or ConvertKit sign-up forms. Now, if one version converts way better, that tells you which angle of your idea connects on an emotional level, even before you actually build anything. Now, one simple trick for you is to create a poll using Typeform or even an Instagram story, and just let AI help you word the question in a way that exposes buyer intent. For example, instead of "would you buy this?" you could ask, what would stop you from buying this today? So there's a question you could ask. That one question alone helped my student Ravi uncover a pricing objection in his target market, which he solved by offering a 2-month payment plan, leading to 7 conversions that same week. A transformation strategy that you can try is turning your idea into a $5 to $20 paid beta workshop using Luma, Ko-Fi or Lemon Squeezy. You can let AI write the workshop title, the bullet points and the follow-up emails. Now when Emily, one of my students, did this to test her idea for a Canva tutorial series, 17 people paid $9 each, but more importantly, their feedback helped her 10 times the value of the final product. I recommend you validate your offer inside a conversation and not just with surveys. You can use both, but you want to do more conversations. So jump into Facebook groups, Reddit threads, or even Discords where your audience is hanging out online. Then just use AI to help you craft value-led conversation starters, like what's the biggest bottleneck you're facing in, and then just put the niche right now. So there's one question you can use. This type of real-time feedback is how Marcus learned that. This type of real-time feedback is how Marcus, one of my students, learned that digital nomads were actually struggling with foreign tax preparation and not just budgeting. So what he did was he pivoted and sold a $37 tax checklist template that really took off. Now, if your struggle is knowing when you've done enough validation, then let AI help you interpret your data. So you can ask AI, based on the interest level, the feedback, waitlist size, is this idea worth building now? So there's the question you can ask. It removes the emotion and gives you a rational next step. And honestly, that's what saved Priya, one of my students, from building a huge 8-week program that no one was really asking for. And instead, she offered a 2-week quick start version and sold out the first cohort in just 8 days. Let's now move on to tip number 6, which is to use AI to craft high converting content that attracts the right clients. Now, one of the biggest reasons people get stuck with content is because they're guessing what to actually post and posting just to stay visible. A smarter way to approach this is to feed ChatGPT 3 to 5 of your competitors' top performing posts from LinkedIn, Instagram or even X, and then just say summarize the tone, the structure and the angle and what made these work. So there's the prompt that you can use. Now when Renee, one of my students, did this with content from coaches in her space, she realised her tone was way too formal. So she switched to a more casual storytelling style and her engagement tripled in under 2 weeks. Now if your goal is to attract leads while you sleep, I suggest that you build what I call an AI powered evergreen engine. This means repurposing one long form piece like a newsletter or a video into 10 plus assets using tools like Taplio, Content Fries or Cast Magic. You can ask ChatGPT, split this newsletter into 3 carousel ideas, 2 short form video scripts and 2 tweet threads. So this is how Jay, one of my students, turned a single case study email into a full month of content across 4 different platforms. Now make sure that you give AI context before asking it to write anything. So tell it your voice, your audience's mindset and the goal of your content. Then use a prompt like the following. Write this post like a no fluff mentor who challenges people but keeps it warm. So there's the prompt you can use. Now you can see better results if you avoid generic prompts like write an Instagram caption. So these kind of prompts don't work, you need more detail. Now this is what helped Melissa, one of my students, finally break past 100 saves on a single post after months of low traction on her content. Now one of the best things you can do to connect deeper with your audience is to have AI analyze your own posts and identify patterns in what people engage with the most. So you can use tally.so or Scribbly to tag your posts by the format, story, tips and opinions, then just paste them into ChatGPT and ask the following question. What does my audience consistently respond to emotionally? Now this exercise helped me see that every time I posted a story with vulnerability plus a strategy, it outperformed my educational posts by nearly double. Now if you want to get more engagement from your audience, I recommend creating empathy hooks, lines that immediately say I actually get you. Now to help you do this, go to answerthepublic.com or also ask.com and then just search keywords in your niche to uncover what people are really asking. Then just ask AI to turn those questions into post openers. For example, instead of starting a post with, "Here's how to grow your email list," you could start with, "Sick of growing your list with people who never open your emails." So there's the question you can use. Now don't forget to train ChatGPT with your real life stories and results before asking it to write your content. So you can say, "Here's a quick story about how I helped a client go from X to Y." Now turn this into a carousel post that teaches a core lesson. So there's a prompt that you can use. This keeps your content grounded in proof and not theory. It's how Tom, one of my students, started getting inbound DMs from cold leads who actually said, "I've been waiting for your content for weeks, let's talk." Now to make your content even more transformational, I suggest using Wizard or Canva Docs and AI to mock up the visuals, workflows, or even roadmaps to go along with your posts. So you can say to AI, "Turn this tip into a visual step-by-step roadmap with icons and labels," and the AI will guide you through the structure. Visuals not only boost shares, they help people see what they're capable of, and that alone increases trust in your process. And that's it for this one, 6 practical tips that you can start using right away. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website, where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.